Hi, water signs. This is going to be your weekend messages, okay? While shuffling, I did concentrate on this weekend as usual, but also for the upcoming week for some of you as well, okay? So we have Pisces, Cancer, and Scorpio. 2 cards plus a psychic tarot card by John Holland. So we'll start with Pisces. Pisces, you have the Ace of Cups and the Queen of Wands. Now, I just did the reading for Aries and they actually had the Ace of Cups in their reading. And like I said to Aries, the Ace of Cups, when we're dealing with relationships with other people, that's more about the Two of Cups because there's 2 cups there. The Ace of Cups is a potential change in your feelings and emotions. Now, I'm going to jump a little bit ahead because your psychic tarot card is Love Begins. Now, the fact that we do have a Queen of Wands here, the gender is not important, okay? So there is the potential here that for some of you Pisces that may be single, there is the potential that somebody new may enter your life if you haven't already met somebody or, let's say, crossed paths with somebody. So it might be fire energy, Aries, Leo, Sag. It doesn't have to be. Now, the Ace of Cups, as I said, is more talking about you. So a change in your feelings and emotions. The cup runneth over. Okay? Suggesting for me that there's going to be some happiness. Emotional fulfillment, a change. Maybe, emotionally, you haven't felt yourself recently. And maybe there's going to be a change in that. And that may very well be due to somebody else. Now, Love Begins. Yes, that Love Begins could suggest that, you're going to have, or there's the potential there to enter into a new relationship. But Love Begins as well could also talk about loving yourself. Maybe you've been giving yourself a hard time. Maybe there needs to be a little bit more self-love. Now, the Queen of Wands can sometimes have a reputation for being about herself, being, some will say, selfish. It isn't selfish. Yes, there can be that element of self-love there with the Queen of Wands, but that's not to say there's not enough love there to go around to others as well. Also, the Queen of Wands is very independent and very determined. And when she sets her sights on something, sorry about that, Pisces, I just needed to pause as somebody came into the room. So the Queen of, so she's very determined, and when she sets her sights on something, nothing will stop her from going out to achieve that or get that, okay? So, the Queen of Wands, what I'm trying to say is for some of you, it could be touching on some of the energy that is within you this weekend. Maybe there is a sense of determination with you. Maybe there is a sense of independence, a bit more self-love. But for some of you, I do feel that there is that potential that somebody new may enter your life if they haven't already. Now, moving on to Cancer. Cancer, we have karma. which is equivalent to the Judgment card. And we have the Five of Cups. So look, the Judgment card, as we know, can be about an awakening. It can be about judgment. Are we being harshly judged? Do we feel, or are we harshly judging somebody else? In this deck, this card is called Karma. And as we know, with karma, it is about treating people in the right way, in a way that really we wish to be treated, because otherwise it could come back to us. You know, as I like to say sometimes, it could come back and bite us on the bum, you know. Five of Cups is a card that can talk about emotional sadness, focusing on the loss of something. But it can also touch on regret, an element of remorse, maybe feeling an apology should have been made by you or somebody else. There's emotional sadness with that Five of Cups, whatever the reason behind it. Now, there are two cups standing, which, as we know, that's what we should be focusing on. The fact one of those cups is you and the other is representative of somebody else. Somebody else that is there for you, to support you, help you, offer you emotional support, kindness. But this Judgment card, is it that you are placing some harsh judgment on the one person that is there to help you? Is it that that Karma card is there suggesting an awakening? That there needs to be an awakening, there needs to be a change in the way that you are seeing something or dealing with something. In the tarot as well, Judgment card, it does come before the World card. And the World card is the ending of a cycle, the ending of a chapter. Now, your Psychic Tarot is financial and material changes. For some of you, this could be suggesting, and it won't be for all, okay? Remember, it's a general reading. But it may be for some of you that if you are going through a relationship breakdown, where it may have been a marriage, whereby there was shared finances. If that is the case, then obviously there's going to be financial and material changes taking place, okay? So I do feel that that could be the case for some of you, Cancer. Now, the financial material changes, they don't have to be negative. There is a sense, though, of, you know, because of that Five of Cups, there is that sense of sadness here. You know, I can't say that there isn't, but it feels to me as though there needs to be a change in your perspective. And it may be that whatever you have lost may have impacted your finances or your material world. But it may also be that now is the time to stop focusing on that and start to look at what is left and focus very much, Cancer, on what is left and not what has been lost. Okay, Scorpio, you have the Two of Wands and the Death card. Two of Wands being at a crossroads, needing to make a decision. Which path are we going to go down? One path is keeping us where we are. The other path is brand new. The man in the card is holding a globe, suggesting the world is his oyster. We have the Death card there. The Death card is an ending, a natural ending, an ending that we know is inevitable. With every ending, there's a new beginning. Now, I don't know why I feel to say this, Scorpio, but it is possible that for some of you, this Two of Wands being at a crossroads and this ending to something may not be directly centered to you. It may very well be that there is somebody around you who is at a crossroads and is going to reach a decision, and that decision is going to bring the end of something for them and is going to take them on a brand new path. But of course it is general, so for some of you, Scorpio, it could well be for you as well. Your card from the Psychic Tarot is the Crown Chakra. Now, anyone who watches my readings knows that I use the Psychic Tarot quite a lot because it's one of my favourite decks. It never ceases to amaze me how much the Psychic Tarot always seems to complement the main part of the reading. Now, simply put, with the Crown Chakra, the message behind it is, I know. So simply, whether, Scorpio, this is you at a crossroads or somebody else, I can imagine that you're sitting there now going, I know. I know exactly that is me, or I know exactly who that is talking about. But it is, as I said, the Crown Chakra is I know. To do with the head, yeah? So you know that this ending is coming and has to come, whether it's for you or whether it's for somebody else. So, water signs, those are your messages. I hope you enjoy the video and thanks for watching. Take care. Bye.